Hello, this is Nick, your GM here. I just wanted to say a few words before we got started. If you have been paying attention, you may have realized that we haven't uploaded in a while, and if you're from the future just binging this series, don't look at our upload dates, okay? But I just wanted to give a bit of an update for people who might not be following us on Twitter or Cohost. We're on Cohost now too. Long story short is that one of our players had a medical emergency here near the start of the year, and we decided to just take some time off while they recovered. This show means a lot to us, but it's never going to be at the expense of any of our health or well-being. We are good to go now. We have this hunt recorded, obviously. We have the next hunt about halfway done recording. I don't want to promise that we're going to be never doing a hiatus again. Obviously, like I said, our health comes first, but we seem to be in a good place now, so it should be smooth sailing here until the end of the game, which I can't say when that's going to be, but hopefully we should be good. That's all. Like I said, we're on Twitter and Cohost. Follow us there if you want any updates on what's happening, and I'm going to go play the intro now. Thank you. Fringe theory is based around the genre and trope of various horror and thriller media. Please view the episode description for a full list of content warnings. Thank you. My dreams. You asked me about my dreams. In my dreams, I see seas of red and seas of C's and G's and A's and T's and tines, and lines with signs and signs of life, and signs of a struggle, and signs lit in neon above the doors and the pores innumerable in the flesh. I see strings of thick blood that connect family in strings of thick blood. I see it drawn by the blade and severed by the blade and drawn in spiraling loops moving ever closer to the knife's edge. I see that which is void, which annoyed, avoids the senses and the fences which keep it at bay. I see a ray of blinding light. I see a man begging for mercy. I see the first drop of adrenaline and sweat in the palm, and I see in the center of it all, amidst the blood like tar and whispers ajar and cold hands from the gar, I see Malenko Bizarre. Welcome to the Bones and Story podcast, a podcast that doesn't have a subtitle. We never thought of that. Maybe, hey, Fiona, what do you think's a good subtitle for this podcast?
Whoa, putting me on the spot, Flux.
Yeah.
The audience doesn't even know who I am yet. You haven't introduced us.
We're 12 episodes in. 13
We're 13
now, actually.
episodes, actually.
I mean,
To be fair, I also think we weren't properly introduced last episode either.
Yes, because we started in the last episode was the finale of the hunt. We split these
No, I
recording
mean the
sessions
last
up.
fucking introduction, you moron.
Hi, that was Valentine that was just bitching at me.
This is Sammi. I have a new mic, but I also have COVID.
Oh, I guess this is the introduction. Hi, I'm Perry.
He's calling me a bitch. Do you think that counts as misogyny?
Wow, we're
opening
gonna
is
get
falling
canceled. We're gonna
apart.
get canceled on Twitter now, Flux.
It's been a month, maybe two, since we've recorded, and look at what has happened to us. We've lost all of our groove. To give a more honest intro, my name is Nick. I also go by Flux. I am the keeper and GM and host of this show, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Monster of the Week by Michael Sands. That's Fiona, that's Sammi, that was Perry, and that was Valentine.
What if we just stopped playing it? What if we just ended it last session?
I mean, do you guys, we can switch to a different game. We can fucking, like,
No,
right
put these
now?
forward into,
Right
like,
now?
bump into
Right
the
now?
We can put them into, like, Bump in the Dark or something. Maybe, like, Triangle Agency. I don't know. Yeah, so last time, who wants to say what occurred last time?
We got fucked up in a bowling alley.
Hallow learned what mozzarella sticks were.
We killed a ghost.
Millie got thrown through a ceiling.
Millie's arm is backwards.
I feel like Millie's seen worse.
She has.
Okay, so to start, we did our off mic, we did our end of session notes, and that caused two of you to advance. First up is Neighbor. What advancement did you take?
Yeah, I just got a +1 to my weird.
Okay, what does that look like? What does upping your weird look like to Neighbor?
It's a brand new Hawaiian shirt.
Oh,
Great.
fuck yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
baby.
You're reaching unprecedented amounts of middle-aged. Millie also, you got an improvement. What one did you take?
I decided I wanted to take a move from another playbook. And I am taking, this is from the Hexes playbook, if I recall. This might sting. You can use magic to heal 3 harm, but the process is exceptionally painful. On a 7 to 9, it also leaves a gnarly scar.
And that's kind of like replacing the use magic effect where you can heal 1 harm, but, I don't know why you would. You technically, I guess, can choose to heal only 1, but I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
Only if you only got hurt by 1 and you don't want a scar.
I mean, compared to the other glitches, scars are pretty nice.
Yeah.
We didn't really resolve this last time, but Hallow, you used luck, which means that, another part of your monstrous side is coming out. Can you read what your luck special is on your sheet?
I sure can. Monster special. When you spend a point of luck, your monster side gains power. Your curse may become stronger, or another breed disadvantage may manifest.
So what did you decide for that?
Hallow's gonna start growing antlers.
Oh.
And are they, like, fully out, or is it just, like, little,
No, they're
like...
they're beginning to grow. They're beginning to grow, and her teeth are now, like, permanently sharpened. Even when she's not in mouth mode.
So do you, like, wear, like, a hat to hide it, or is your hair, like, fluffy enough that you don't need to yet?
Oh, Hallow's hat. I don't think she owns any hats.
I mean, John can give you a hat. John can
We could get her
source
we
one.
could get her a quirky tourist shop hat.
Stop. Get her a what was the bowling team called?
You were adjoined with the Gillheads.
We're gonna get her a gill head baseball cap. Could you imagine?
I think that's all for upkeep.
I was about to say, I mean, I wasn't being serious. I don't think she has a gill head hat.
Nope, she does.
I don't know.
Not yet.
No, not yet. I was just going to say, I think seriously that they are, like, growing in, but they aren't big enough that, like, anyone would think that they were
Okay.
more than, like, a headband for fun.
It isn't really something that you notice unless you were explicitly looking for it, and why would you try looking at someone's head to see if they have little nubbins?
Exactly.
Okay, so now we're good for upkeep.
Flux, it's the beginning of the session, and you know what that means.
Yes, Midas.
Premonitions roll! Oh
Good job, idiot.
no! That's a 6.
Well, you got 1 success.
I'll just read off the whole thing. At the start of each mystery, roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, you get a detailed vision of something weird, bad that is about to happen. On a 7 to 9, you get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. On a miss, you get a vision of something bad happening to you, and the keeper holds 3 to be spent 1-for-1 as penalties to rolls you make.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You're fucked.
That sucks.
This is happening, I think, while you're, like, kind of like daydreaming in the middle of the day.
Well, I figured, like, I got called for coffee, right? So I assume I'm rushing home to clean myself up a bit.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention that. This mystery's happening later in this day. So all of you can heal 1 harm on your character sheets, and I'll be nice, you can also unmark unstable if you are, even if you have more than 4 harm.
That's for that's for Perry specifically.
That's for me, too. I had 5 damage.
I had 4 damage.
So where's everyone at harm-wise now, going into this hunt?
1.
4.
1.
3.
Yeah, and you know, a nicer keeper might give you guys some downtime, especially after how harmed you got, but, no, smiles.
But Flux hates us.
So you get this premonition while in the fucking shower.
Yeah, I'm, like, cleaning up. I gotta get a new cane because the bowling alley ate my last one.
You're in that fucking period where you've shampooed and you have to hold your eyes shut or else it's gonna sting like a bitch.
Yeah.
And you see that, like, what did we say? It was like a VHS almost?
Yeah. I see it, like, coming in the corners of my vision, and I'm like, no. No, stop. Eyes open wide for the fucking premonition as the fucking shampoo goes directly into them.
No!
You are at dinner with the Vinicellis. Old Bernie is there at the end of the table, and the three siblings are around the table as well. It's nice. It's nice. You're eating a roasted duck, and then you feel a rumbling. Out of the corner of your eye, you look over and you see an old man looking out at the house, looking through the window, but like a ways away, like silhouetted by the moon almost. And it's an old man with like gray hair, wispy, balding gray hair, a long gray beard, and like a tattered long coat.
Mm-hmm.
He has his hands behind him, and before you can even react, the ground crumbles from under you as a sinkhole opens underneath the manor, and you and Bernie and all of the siblings are all, like, crushed under the falling rubble and planks.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, and now and then you just like you get like a zoom out from the hotel. Fuck!
The shampoo in his eyes just process.
It's not just that the shampoo was in his eyes, but that he couldn't close them, so it sat in his eyes for a while. As Midas puts down the Johnson's no-tear baby shampoo.
No, Midas, it's supposed to
single-
be no tear!
It's the single most painful thing to get into a child's eyes.
Midas, that says no tear, not no tear!
Oh.
By the way, what tie is Midas choosing today?
Okay, so I did not like think this one through ahead of time. I genuinely, when you started mentioning something earlier, I was like, oh shit, I didn't think of putting a tie together. And for some reason, my mind is, I'm going back to when I was a kid. I took a trip to Virginia, and we went into a cavern as like a visit, and my brain just keeps writing out the message in my head. I got trapped in Luray Caverns for 3 weeks, and all I got was this stupid tie.
I imagine the text is really squashed together.
Yeah, it's like barely enough space on the tie.
Is that something that actually happened to Midas?
Yeah, he went in for a filming shoot doing like a specialty episode as part of like something for Nat Geo, and they fucking lost the camera crew.
What do you mean they lost them?
They lost them.
They didn't come back. Midas and the
Okay.
camera crew went into that cave. They talked about stalagmites and stalactites. 3 weeks went by, and only Midas exited.
Okay, so scream of pain, big wide shot of the town with the motel front and center. We see a tall building, the hospital, off in the center as this camera zooms into it, and we see Millie Bizarre in one of these hospital rooms, cast on both arms.
Sucks.
She is staring up at the ceiling and is like spinning like a singular like droplet of blood around overhead like a fidget spinner.
You hear a knocking at the door,
It's not locked.
and in walks two figures, the first of which being Vanity Harlow, which we've seen on screen before.
Yes.
And he just goes, oh fuck, what was my voice for Vanity? Oh, Millie, are you quite alright?
Shit, I've had better, but I've had worse.
Oh my, I know that you're quite a resilient one. How are things going lately?
I mean, shit. That last mission we went on, I think got us all pretty beat up. We're living through it. But
And behind him is a thin, gaunt man with long black hair and holding a top hat in his hands. He has really like sunken in cheekbones, but he has really evocative green eyes. He is wearing a one-piece jumpsuit, or not a jumpsuit. What are those really tight form-fitting?
leotard.
A leotard, yeah, sure. This is Ichabod Darkspell. Ichabod has come along, just kind of pokes his head out behind Vanity. He's like, "Are you and your friends all right?"
We'll live. it's the boredom that's fucking killing me right now. I don't know about the others.
I struggle to think of what kind of antics you get up to break both of your arms.
Well, there was a collapsing building and a vengeful spirit of a guy who really liked chicken wings and an exorcism that needed to happen. And I might have fucked up the spell a little bit, and
Chicken wings.
yeah, Rocco Ricky, #1 hot wing eating champ.
Huh. I actually have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Got nothing better to do. What's up?
Do you still run with the, what position was, Hallow in the circus? Back when you had your, tenure there?
Oh god, I can't remember.
I think just like a general, like, stagehand.
Yeah, I don't think they put that woman in front of a crowd.
Okay, so Ichabod just says, are you still running with the, stagehand with the large mouth?
Hollow? Yeah, still run with Hollow.
Oh. Do you know where I might be able to find her?
Oh, he wants to thank me for the appendectomy.
Millie might, but Sally doesn't.
Do you think, Hallow, that you would have told Millie about where you were going?
I don't think Hallow verbalized where she was going to anybody. I think Midas and Neighbor just got her there.
Okay, so the answer is no then. So what do you say to Ichabod?
Shit, not off the top of my head, but I'm bound to run into her sooner or later. You wanna
I can leave you my phone number.
Yeah, toss me your phone number.
He writes it down on, like, a business card.
My coat's hanging up over there. Stick it in there. Or stick it down my cast.
Thank you. I have something of hers that I would like to return.
Is it a tooth?
I think what this scene looks like as he says this is, like, the screen moves to a shot of Ichabod behind him, hands, like, at his side so that Millie wouldn't be able to see this. But he is kind of, like, rolling a broken tooth in his hands.
Oh no, I forgot about my tooth! I left that behind when I killed that man.
I know, and Ichabod's investigation is nearing its completion.
What? He has a problem with me? I saved his life.
Oh, he has a problem with you!
I saved his life, if you forgot.
That's not how he sees it.
That appendicitis was going to kill him if I didn't do anything.
He is fucking immune to you and Millie's gaslighting.
That's what happened.
You can't trick him.
I'm not tricking him. It's the truth.
Lily has never lied about
Now I feel like it's me, Flux, the GM, being gaslit.
No, Sammi can back me up. He had appendicitis.
No.
They're working together.
Okay, the story was that they were doing a performance on stage, the three of them, and Hollow got a bit too fucking hungry and attacked him and panicked and barely managed to with like their combined powers like fucking like fix him and make everything look like it was just stage magic. And the story to everybody, including to Ichabod, is that it was a stage accident, but it's fine. He's fine.
It's literally fine.
It's literally fine.
And, like, if you want to supersede me, I will allow this. But, like, I think it's dramatic that it's Ichabod being the one doing this investigation. I don't think he believed you. All he remembers is doing, the same performance as usual, and then this fucking freak decided to jump on him and tear out his appendix with big teeth.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he believes this. I'm just saying that the appendectomy lie was an out of character bit, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably what I think maybe Millie mentioned it to him once, like, well, I mean, you were feeling sick that day, right? And it's like,
okay, so this So in character, this was a conjoined gaslighting effort between Millie and
Oh, I
Hello.
don't think Hello knows how to gaslight anybody.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't be too loose with the term gaslighting. That is a very specific and serious thing.
We're just lying.
I mean, that's what we're just lying to him.
Yeah, we're just lying. There is no question of Ichabod Darkspell's sanity in the equation. You're just lying to him. Ichabod says, thank you, keep me in the know. And Vanity says, and hey, don't forget about our deal, okay, Millie? I know it's a bit hard now, but you do have connections. We're always looking for casting. Sorry, that wasn't meant to be a pun at your expense.
No, it can be. Shit, catch me later when I don't have all these painkillers in my system, alright? Think I might have something.
Alright. And the two of them leave. Speaking of Hallow, how are you doing back at the Haven?
I think she's asleep right now, perhaps.
Do you want there to be a scene here, or do you want to just move on?
I mean, you can wake her up.
I think Jean does wake you up, but just to be like, Hallow, you need water. Come on, drink.
She lets out like a low groan and tries to swat at his hand.
Oh, come now, don't be like that. And I think while he's doing this, he kind of like pats you on the head and then pulls his hand back and is like, Hallow? You're growing something on your head.
What?
Pats it a little bit more. Hello, I think antlers are coming in.
She sort of sits there, and she's still, like, groggy, so she looks at him, like, with her eyes, like, squinting. You know, the way you do when you wake up. She, like, follows his hand to her head. She pats it. I didn't know I could do that.
Well, you are silly, darling.
And
you said that your name was Hallowsy Venison, wasn't it? Yes, the Venison family, the Venison clan, the Venison house? They keep changing their names day in, day out. The point is that it's no surprise that you're growing antlers. In fact, given a couple weeks, I bet they're going to be almost as big as your head.
ow. She's like poking at them. Her head really hurts.
It's nothing to worry about right now. I can just kind of brush your hair over them and no one will notice, but
Oh.
But you can't keep hiding yourself forever. You know that, right?
She lets out like a little noise. Hasn't it only been like a day?
I'm not entirely sure what quirk of physiology caused them to start growing now, darling. But maybe this is a good thing.
Yeah?
Maybe that being a bit less inconspicuous is just what you need to finally let go of those ties.
What do you mean?
What I mean, darling, is that, well, if you certainly don't look the part of human in good society, maybe that's the push you need to finally become supreme. To be the monster that I know that you can be. I know. It's tough. And I'm not blaming you for that.
She groans and she sets her hand over her eyes.
Seelie types, they love their bonds. I'll give them that. You're still unwell, my dear. Just get some rest. I'm sorry, I shouldn't foist this on you.
No, hard to focus my head.
Yes, get your rest. Get your rest, okay?
She nods and she's already covering her eyes, but she sort of settles back down.
Are you back asleep?
Trying to be, but now that she's aware of the pain in her head, it won't go away.
I think what the shot here is the shot starts as just over Jean's shoulders, but then he turns around so that it's most of his face covering, like, the leftmost 2/3 of the screen, and he just says, "This isn't to you. This is just him, like, muttering under his breath in a stage whisper. Oh, don't worry, darling. We'll We'll rule this town together eventually.
Oh, he wants me.
Maybe. Narrator's voice. I don't think Hallow's going to be able to get the rest that she needs.
No.
But don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
fine.
fine.
Friendly neighbor.
Hi.
Where you at?
You know that big construction site they've set up in the middle of town since that whole district kind of got fucked?
Yes, I would say that it's at its apex of construction.
Well, neighbor's there, watching.
Ah, Umarell.
What? What'd you call me?
Umarell are these type of middle-aged to old men, mostly old men, but I guess a middle-aged can be one too, who, they usually watch construction sites with their hands behind their backs.
Yeah, that's the exact pose.
It's an Italian thing. Yeah, that's what you're doing. And you're watching, and there's construction here and there. You see during one of these, Lamington Bithersby is talking to a slightly shorter man in an equally as well-pressed suit.
Right.
With, short, slightly curly hair. You know who this man is. He hasn't been on screen yet, but this is actually the mayor of the town. His name is Arthur Aries Annex.
Old AAA.
And you're not sure what they're saying, but judging from their expressions, Lamington definitely has the upper hand, the power in this conversation, and is kind of making Mayor Aries Annex his bitch.
Gay rights?
No, not in that way.
Not in a gay way, unfortunately.
Sad.
Do you not know our audience?
They can do a lot better if it's shipping they want. And I think a ways away, behind them, at the other side of this, specific construction lot, you notice that there is another Umarell. The screen, the audience, can see that this is the same Umarell from Midas's vision, but you don't know that. To you, it just seems like an old man with a long beard, a cane, and a tattered long coat.
And what type of person would I be if I did not slowly walk over and just stand next to him to watch together?
And behind you two is the Fair Company Coffee Cafe. And inside this cafe is Midas Gold, sitting waiting for a prior engagement. What does this look like, Theo?
Midas is here. Obviously, he's got his tie. He looks a little roughed up. He obviously, I think, took the least of the brunt of damage last session. The most he lost was really his cane, which he now has a replacement for.
Right. Do you have any, visual bruises or anything? Scratches?
I think that Midas is good enough with makeup that he can cover any
little
nicks or cuts that he has.
Okay.
If you want to imagine a difference, you could imagine, in House, where House gets a new cane, there's a whole scene, and he just gets, flames on the bottom of his cane, like that.
That's fair. I don't think there's a specific difference. I was just asking if there's anything that, the person who has just walked into the door might notice. Because walking through the door, with a little clink of some bells, is a woman who is many years your senior, but still you can see the resemblance between the two of you. This is Ruby Bazaar. What does Ruby look like?
I would say, maybe shoulder-length hair, a bit older, and, obviously than Midas. If Midas is in, his early to mid-40s, she's, probably in her early 50s, maybe mid-50s. She would have had to have been old enough to have had Millie when he was, a kid, difference of, 6 or 7 years.
Okay. And I think she just wordlessly walks up to your table and is like, do you want me to keep calling you Midas?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Okay. Well, that's number 1 squared off. Number 2, what the hell is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Oh my god. Midas, I saw on TV. I saw that whole thing.
Yeah, everyone
with you and the...
saw it.
And I'm included in everyone!
Yeah, I know.
I'm worried about you.
Oh, you're worried about me now suddenly. Now suddenly it's a whole fucking thing.
Can you not snark at me? Yes, I'm worried about you. I saw you have a breakdown on live TV.
Oh, this is the breakdown that gets you. Years ago, I don't get a letter or a call from you, but now suddenly, now it's important to give me something to
I
contact.
was busy. I had a life to attend to. And I distinctly remember trying to call you. And do you remember how you responded? Or were you on your such drugged up stupor that you can't even remember talking to your own sister?
Oh my god, why did I even fucking come here?
Oh, I'm thinking the exact same thing, honestly. Like, okay, can we cut the hostilities? I didn't come here trying hostilities.
So what do you want to talk about then?
I want to know if you're okay.
I mean, I'm a little banged up at the moment. Unrelated to anything you saw on TV. You can see by the, he kind of like grabs the cane by its base and spins it for a second before gripping it again and setting it back down.
Sick trick.
Oh, this, so I'm staying in a pretty low rent motel at the moment in town, mostly here for investigation purposes. I had a really bad fall on one of those old wooden steps.
Wait, hold on. Investigation purposes?
Yes. Uh-huh. Do you not remember the entire thing that set all of this off years ago? The fucking motel?
Oh my
in town?
god, you...
Don't give me that tone. It was a show in Detroit. It's in town, and I'm investigating.
You cannot actually tell me that that's what you're doing.
It is.
Do you really think anything's going to come of this?
What's the alternative here?
I don't know. Letting go? Trying to make something of yourself instead of clinging to...
I made something of myself. That part of my life is over, okay? There's nowhere I'm going to be able to be, that I'm going to be able to go without people knowing exactly who I am and having a preconceived notion of exactly what I am. The least I can do is indulge myself.
Oh, yes, indulging. That's all you've ever done. Huh.
Oh, this is so fucking rich coming from you. Honest to God.
No, do you know what I did with... I'm not going to say his name. Do you know what I did with Father's inheritance money? I started a restaurant. And it was pretty... And it's still going good in case you even give a shit. We're actually having a second one open a couple towns over. Maybe we'll
I'm
franchise.
So happy you're running a restaurant chain.
And what did you do with it?
I did something worthwhile.
Oh, is that right? Is blackjack and cocaine and hookers something worthwhile?
I was on every fucking TV in America. I mean, that's so much.
And where are you now?
Where were you then? Where were you guiding me when he fucking died? I'm 17 years old, fucking combing through lawyers and shit, and where are you?
Grieving my lost daughter, you asshole!
Ooh.
I'm sorry that I wasn't working at 100% after my daughter went missing.
Oh, God. Listen, we're so fucked.
I'm going to the washroom, okay? Get me a London fog if they ask for our orders, please. I'll pay for it.
Alright. I'm sure everyone in the coffee shop is, like, kind of staring.
Yeah.
Shit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit sucks for them, but here, over in, Playerland, I'm living for this.
Yeah, here
My
we just keep
God,
sending,
you
like,
bitches.
here we just keep sending, like, gifs of like, people eating popcorn.
So, here's the thing, Midas.
Yeah.
You see two things while Ruby is getting freshened up in the bathroom. Firstly, out of the window, just trying to, like, get your mind off things, you see Neighbor, and you see the other man, the man from your visions.
Oh. Oh no.
The second thing that all three of you see, I'm including our little friend here.
Oh boy.
You see workers suddenly rushing out of a scene. There are people, like, scattered. They're shouting at one another. One of them's calling. If you're close enough, you could hear that it's an ambulance being called. And there is a man, a worker, with an absolutely gnarly gash in his head.
Oh,
That's not supposed to happen.
What are you two doing about this situation?
Pulling out my phone. Beep boop boop beep boop boop. Bring bring.
well, Midas is calling someone. I'm just gonna go right onto the scene.
How are you getting onto the scene? Are you, like... This is a construction site. If you want to get, you'd have to, like, either go to an entrance or maybe, like, jump the fences.
Well, I teleport behind him.
Yeah.
Teleports behind you.
This is going to set people off.
Okay, I'm not
Just
gonna do
warning
that.
you of the consequences. They're going to watch a person teleport, like, behind them, and it's going to scare them.
Well, since teleporting would actually probably be a better idea, instead, anybody watching will just see a large middle-aged man climb the fence.
You land at the other side of the fence, and immediately some workers are, some of them are like, hey, you can't be here. Others are just like, okay, you have to help, please.
Great. Good thing I
Just,
can
like, scrambling.
Good thing I can soothe the guys who are panicked or angry or feeling any other negative emotion.
You have to speak for that, though, so what are you saying to them?
Out of the way, out of the way. All is fine, out of the way.
You can see them, like, almost in sync give a deep breath, and I don't think they're going to move out of the way. Soothe is not, like, a compel, but they're, at the very least, not going to stop you from approaching the victim.
Right, and you can probably guess that I'm going to put my hands on him and then lay on my hands.
It doesn't give.
I haven't even rolled it.
It doesn't give. The person is already dead.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh.
This injury... In another universe, this injury might have been treatable, but... You know how sometimes when you hit your head just the right or wrong way, it's just lights out?
Yeah.
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 Aw.
Oh.
This guy just failed a roll of the dice here.
Well,
So what do you do?
look in the direction of where he and the other guys came from. Maybe it's just a regular construction site accident.
As well, as long as you're looking at your surroundings, the other Umarel that was next to you has just slowly walked away.
None of his business.
Yeah, that sucks, man, but none of his business.
Well, don't know who that guy was.
So you're trying to investigate what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess this would be rolling to investigate a mystery, wouldn't it be?
Yes, it would. Let me see what my sharp is again.
We'll do this, and then we'll cut to Millie getting the call.
Oh, my sharp's a -1.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Just don't be cringe.
Roll 2d6 -1. That was a 5. That wouldn't be right.
Oh.
4.
Oh
Well,
my god.
at least I took that experience? Question mark.
Yeah, take it. I mean, unless you want to use luck here.
Now this seems like a bit of a silly place to use luck.
Okay.
So why not?
Oh my god.
Are you actually?
Yeah, why not?
What's happening?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, don't mark that then. I guess you got a 12.
You hear that, viewers and listeners? Listeners, I actually rolled the dice extremely well.
Yeah,
This is so true. Do not look at the character sheet.
Okay, what are your 2 questions then?
Let me think on my questions.
Do you have the sheet pulled up?
Yeah, I'm just thinking on the questions, because I know what one is, I just don't know what I do for the other. Because obviously, what happened here?
Do you want to ask that first, and then we can just kind of
Yeah.
decide after based on that? So this is tricky. Because there's a what happened here, and then there's a what happened here.
Pardon me?
Well, I can tell you what happened here very easily. You look and a beam fell on his head.
Oh.
Just a steel beam.
Oh.
Oh, so it was just a construction site accident, right?
But then there's the question of what happened here. You use luck, so I'm going to be nice to you. This crime scene reeks of the adversary.
Which is weird, because this is a new build.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
After all, this is a new build that is, had an accident and is not going as planned.
Ooh.
We cut to Millie Bazaar getting a phone call in the hospital.
Millie, with great effort, has managed to wriggle her phone to like
With your 2 casts.
Midas is like very visibly kind of hiding the phone and keeping the volume low because he knows that if Ruby fucking like picks up even a hint of any of this, he's so fucked. Hey, how you doing?
arms are still broken.
Any shot of them being not broken soon?
I could try to unbreak them, but
Narrator Nick here, you do have that new hex move.
Okay, so I'm in a restaurant right now with your mother. She's in the bathroom. I just watched through the window as friendly neighbor jumped a fence in through a construction site.
And what the fuck do you need me to do about this?
You're the only person I have. What do you want me to call Hollow? Should I fucking send the Fey alarm?
What the fuck?
Midas, I'm not saying I won't help. I'm saying, what do you want me to do?
I don't. Fuck. How do I? Because I can't. Like, I gotta distract your mother. Midas is like putting it together that like even if Millie runs down here right fucking now, like that would be even worse.
Sounds like something's happening, so I'll get my happy ass out of here as fast as I can.
I'm very concerned. I had another one of those premonitions, you know, that usually happens before like bad stuff happens. So neighbor was talking to a guy I saw in my premonition, and we all went into a sinkhole, and he was there.
Well,
so I don't know what that's about, but I'm concerned. Certainly.
I would be concerned too.
Yeah, I mean reasonably, right? You know. So I don't like unbreak your arms. I know that might be a little bit of a tall order, but I feel as though, I mean, you flipped a guy's face around the other day, right? So like, I feel like fixing bones might not be that. I don't know, that's kind of in your alley. I feel like if anybody could do it, you can.
It's more about fixing the blood that's in the bones, but
I mean, yeah, you got like bone marrow. That's basically like blood bones. Just don't let nurses see you do this, because I think it would threaten their careers.
I think they would have me executed.
I also think that, and maybe that would be bad for most people involved.
Well, shit, Midas, I like being alive, so how about you leave me to work on this?
Okay, it's at the construction site. For the love of God, and I really do mean this, if you see me, stay as far away from me as you possibly can, because I think you know that I'm not in a good spot here.
You got it, boss.
Yeah, but really, like Midas seeing Ruby coming out of the bathroom. Yeah, so I'll talk to you later, man. Bye. Beep. Tucks it in his pocket. Sorry, my old agent keeps calling me about the how was the bathroom?
Good?
I got your tea.
Okay. And I think we're gonna, like, zoom out for just a second. I want to open the meta channel. How are we gonna get Hallow involved in this mystery?
Hi.
Hi, Valentine's just here sitting there and looking cute. How do we get Hallow involved in this?
Millie could just drop by the hotel and be like, "Hello, something's going on. Come on."
Hallow's in the cave.
Oh.
The cave that only Midas knows the location of.
Then Midas should ask about Hallow.
And I mean, like, this is fine. This is table talk, okay? You know, like,
We can just retcon into the call that Midas asked Millie to bring Hollow and like mention the cave.
Oh, and Millie, okay, Hollow's in a fucking weird-ass cave. I'll like text you the details of like where the cave is. It's a weird spot. She's been hanging out with that like Jean guy.
Women long for the caves.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
So true.
Regardless,
Okay.
you're gonna have to go there and probably get her. But fix your arms first.
Okay, so in my head, scene order. We've got Millie with the hotel. Then we've got going to the cave. We don't need that to be a whole scene if we want to. And then we're going to get to Neighbor's second question. So, Millie, you're alone in a hospital room. You can't move your arms. What do you do?
So, I'm pretty confident, I hope, that I can fix my arms myself. But it's kind of hard to do that when I can't move them. So first we gotta get these casts off.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I mean, you can try casting something with the casts.
Millie bites the tip of her tongue until she gets a little bit of blood, floats it out of her mouth, swirls it around like into like a kind of a spiral in the air. We're gonna try to cut these babies open with sheer blood pressure.
Oh.
I think this can just work.
I mean, you just follow the same function as a cast saw. It's not even spinning. Those things don't even spin, they just vibrate.
I'm just moving blood really, really, really fast and really like
Yeah, I don't think
together.
this is going to be a roll. I can't really... The only interesting... Here's the thing. The only interesting potential complication from failing is that you just, like, hurt yourself more. And that feels like, in this situation, not really all that big of a deal.
Yeah.
As funny as it would be for you to, like, cut off a finger.
So you're still going... So you're gonna be out of your casts. Just... But your arms are still broken.
Yes.
And in that moment, you start feeling a tingling, and you remember what the purpose of casts are. What do you do next?
What I do next is that Millie like hobbles over to hurries over to basically like the closest flat surface, which is probably like a sink of a counter.
Yeah,
Something like that.
absolutely.
Doesn't matter. She kind of smacks both arms limply down onto the counter, and you can kind of like see like her fingers starting to like twitch and work, and like the knuckles turning red as she like tries to forcibly use both the bone marrow and the blood around the bones to force them back into the proper place.
Oh, is this using your new hex move then?
Yes.
Okay, I have it here. You can use magic to heal 3 harm, but the process is exceptionally painful. On a 7 to 9, it also leaves a gnarly scar. Okay. So use magic, that'll be your plus weird.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rule, just judging based on the wording, that on a 7 to 9 means that there's a glitch and you get a scar. But it is gnarly.
But it is gnarly.
It is radical.
So plus weird. 14!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're
baby.
fucking fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Millie stretches her arms out, loudly cracking and popping her knuckles. That's the shit I like.
So do you just leave the hospital now, then? Is it just like a nurse comes in and sees you're healed and it's just like, yeah, okay.
It was either that or I was gonna crawl out a window.
You can still do that if you want.
I think crawling out the window is a funnier option.
I'm not gonna say that you're on like the 7th story or something.
They can't make you pay if they can't find you.
They'll just bill it to the circus.
Millie is crawling out the window. She has left what pocket money she had and a business card on the bed.
Okay, so moving over to the Haven, is this something we want to play out, or do we want to just gloss past it saying that you got Hallow?
We can play it out. If Sammi wants to.
If Vivi wants to.
Oh shit.
Let's just do it then. If you both want to do it, you both want to do it. Okay. So what does this look like as you come across this cave thing underneath a dock that no one's using?
Yeah. Millie's like dashing down here. She honestly feels like $1,000,000 fucking bucks. She is exhilarated on the rush of a good spell cast like that. She hurries up to the area, and is there like any kind of door situation, or is this just like an open cavern?
Did we ever decide that? I want to say there's a door at the very
Okay.
least.
I figure there's a door.
And raps on the door. Hallows-y venison!
Oh, well, hello there. What can I do for you?
Listen, got a paranormal situation going on, I think. Some shit going on. Need to get the gang together. Can I borrow Hallow?
I mean, I am not Hallow's keeper, but are you sure about this? Hallow's quite banged up currently, still recovering.
I could fix that.
Just kind of is poking Hallowick. Hallow, dear, it's time to wake up. Come on. Come on, up and at 'em.
I figure he tries to pull her upwards and her whole body is like limp.
You said that you can fix her.
Most likely. Depends on the injuries.
There were a lot of injuries that Hallow took last time.
I can't even remember what happened to me.
You got, like, electrocuted. I think you got a gunshot.
Yes, I was shot. I was electrocuted. There may have been a stab.
Did you get hit by the pins?
No. I said I think maybe I got stabbed?
That was a different guy who got stabbed. Regardless, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the human body to know if I can do anything about the electrocution, but Millie can do something about the gunshot and or stab wound.
Okay, so you're going to be using that move again?
Unless Hallow is, opposed to that.
So, I forgot to ask last time, what does this, improved heal look like? Well, okay, first, does Hallow consent to this?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does this improved heal, actually physically look like?
So it still has that, weird red glow that happens when Millie does things, but it is quite a bit more, visceral. You can kind of, more physically see, the wounds being, pulled shut, or, parts being, sealed together. And there's kind of a magic-y glow around everything that is sealed.
Okay.
That's disgusting and awesome.
And this is just, gestures that you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, it hurts like a bitch.
It does hurt. That is a part of the move. You're going to scream. 2d6 plus weird.
Hey, Hallow, fair warning, this is gonna hurt like a bitch.
What?
Let's see it.
8. So, first things first, pick your glitch. The glitches are, the effect is weakened, the effect is of short duration, you take 1 harm, ignore armor, the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. Or it has a problematic side effect.
The immediate unwelcome attention is Jean.
How much harm does Hallow have right now?
4.
So Hallow would be going down to 1 with this. You take 1 harm, ignore armor refers to you, not Hallow.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the harm. I'm still getting used to this. Also, do I unmark my 1 box of harm that I had on account of fixing my arms? Should I be at 1 or 2 now?
Yes, you unmark 3 boxes.
Okay. Her arms are still kind of sealing themselves together, and she's still getting used to this more intense, more visceral magic. So you kind of see one of Millie's wrists twist a little, not enough to break, but
Ooh.
Ow.
but it's an ouchie.
And what's the gnarly scar?
Well, what injuries did you have, Hallow?
Electrocuted, shot, I think a third thing that I can't remember.
Right?
It's okay. Well, what scar do you want?
I guess I can have a gunshot scar. I don't know.
Where is the gunshot scar? Because this should be at least somewhat meaningful. I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out to just say, oh yeah, and there's a gunshot scar on Hallow's, stomach. We're never gonna see it, but, it's totally there, guys. Trust me. I've got an idea if you'd like.
What's the idea?
What if the gunshot scar doesn't heal, but it instead moves? In essence, what I'm saying is that, Hallow's going to have a, full see-through stigmata on the left hand.
Sick.
Haha, nice.
It's completely healed over, but...
It's completely healed over, it's just a hole. Okay. So, now what do we do next?
Hallow looks through her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Was that supposed to happen?
Not necessarily, but it should be fine.
Okay. I mean, she'll take it, I guess. She'll take it. She's healed. She's not unstable anymore. Everybody say yay!
Yay!
Woohoo!
Sorry,
Yay!
sorry, Flux, that I kind of undid your cool we're doing this while injured by picking on healing, though.
Hey, this could have gotten a lot worse. You could have fucked up those rolls.
I could have died.
Exactly, you could have fucked up those rolls. So you guys are just heading out now?
I mean, I guess so. Hallow, I presume, asks Millie why they're leaving.
I don't think Millie got the details on what happened.
Some shit going on at a construction site. Midas wasn't really giving me a lot of details. We're gonna get there, and we're gonna figure it out.
Oh. Okay. I guess she grabs her big sickle and she bids Jean farewell.
Oh, well, you two have fun, and try not to die, will you?
I'll try my best.
The scene moves back over to Neighbor. You have one question left now.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? Where did it go generally, or where did it go as in you want to follow this figure?
Well, I guess just where did it go generally? Because I don't think I know that the old guy did anything. Or I guess, what sort of creature is it?
Well, which one do you want?
It's so hard to pick questions. I thought I would decide one by now, but I didn't. What sort of creature is it?
This kind of resonance, this sickening scent, can only come from an angel such as yourself.
Oh.
That's two.
Yeah, that sure is two. I should, look around, maybe see Midas through the window of a coffee shop and get out of this construction site.
We see Midas as Ruby is, all of this is just kind of happening at once. As Ruby comes out and is like, yeah, it was a bathroom. Turns, there's, police and ambulance sirens, outside, and is like, oh my god, what is everything all right out there?
I heard a bang, but I'm mostly invested in these mozzarella sticks that I also ordered while you were...
Fuck, they're selling matzo sticks at this cafe?
Like, it's like 4 p.m., like the lunch thing just started, so...
Hey, if you say it's true, then I guess it's true. This is the kind of detail I'm not going to fight you over. Sure, this company can sell mozzarella sticks.
This isn't a yes
whatever.
And, it's a sure, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, right. It is very clear that the scene outside has taken Ruby out of her more aggressive, annoyed, frustrated state of mind. She's now uneasy.
I can pay the bill and we can go look.
I mean, I don't know.
Here, look, we're taking this to go.
The barista, who is a woman named Sierra Takara, just smiles at you.
Oh, when you give a character a name, like an incidental, now I'm scared.
No, it's fine. You see, it's just world building. You see her name tag. It says Sierra Takara.
Her full name.
Her full name on her name tag.
Yep, that's how they do it at this company.
She's professional. She's just professional.
She's just quirky.
Pours like the London fog and stuff into like to-go cups and brings it to you. You two have a wonderful day now, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Sierra.
Thought he was gonna straight up call her that her full name.
I was bracing for it.
We'll just go over and take a look if it eases your mind. He's got like one of those shitty styrofoam boxes. When I say mozzarella sticks, I mean like not mozzarella sticks made in a proper deep fryer. I'm talking like those artisanal ass shits where you could tell they made them in a pan.
They're not better.
No, they're not better.
than
They're just
not
greasier and covered in more green seasonings.
They're not better than the stuff at the bowling alley. That's for sure.
No, probably worse actually.
Okay. You head out of the cafe, and neighbor, you can be in this scene.
Yay!
I don't know if it's a good idea for Hallow and Millie specifically to be in this scene, but if you want to pop in, I won't stop you. Specifically, Ruby is walking up to a police officer. This is not Gritston. Gritston is busy. This one's a lot younger and a lot more baby-faced.
There's a lot more baby.
I imagine Gritston is still, like, dealing with all the shit from the bowling alley that morning.
Exactly. And is like, what happened here? And this officer just says, it seems there was some kind of accident. We're just making sure everyone is safe and okay. And the officer turns to you, neighbor, and is like, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the, I don't want to call it a crime scene, so just come on out, man.
Okay. No, wait, sorry, more of a
You just
neighborly inflection. Okay. And then I do.
Do you just kind of like hop the fence?
Yeah, just climb it the same way I came in.
All right, man. Cool. Yeah, okay.
Guy who's only been a cop for like 2 days, so he's just not sure how to deal with this.
See, you joke about that.
Oh, he's new.
This is one Easton Bluff, a junior officer who was assigned to the construction worker case as Gritston is recovering. Naive to the police system, but relatively helpful. Thinks he's going to make changes.
He will not.
Oh.
He's not going to, but he's like, he hasn't been broken by the system yet.
Aww.
Oh.
I think he should quit.
He should quit his job and move into my kitchen.
Off Easton just says, thank you for your cooperation. Are you okay? Is anyone else hurt?
Just the dead guy.
Just the one who, is dead.
He's looks over and is like, and you can see the paramedics just being like, yep, death confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, they
I
didn't
don't know
even
how
try to, like,
paramedics talk.
resuscitate him. I mean, like, they kind of checked his pulse, and that was it.
He had a DNR.
Between the pulse and the nature of the head wound, yeah, it's not happening.
You think he had a DNR, like, in his hands? Like, man, I'm sure happy I just got this DNR signed. Nothing bad will ever happen to me.
So excited to go to my lawyer's office after this.
His lawyer watching. Don't worry, I'm right here. Let's get that signed. Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh, no!
Hooray!
Yeah, I think Easton just asks and is like, this is probably just an accident, so you folks don't have to worry about anything.
Of course. Accidents, they do happen.
And I guess with as much construction as has been happening all around Main Street, it's bound to happen eventually. I always hate to see it, though. So neighbor Midas, what are you two doing? If nothing else, we can move back over to Millie and Hallow.
Neighbor, did you see that thing drop? I mean,
No,
like,
but
what the hell, man?
No, but it was not an actual accident. I can sense it.
Ruby just turns to like, sense it? What?
Ruby, this is, neighbor. He's a drinking buddy of mine.
Hello there. Very polite hand out to shake.
Neighbor, huh? I don't know, I can get behind that nickname.
And neighbor, this is Ruby, my sister.
Hey, it's nice to meet you, you know? I'm glad that my brother has some people in his corner. ... Awkward silence.